Okay, so you're getting Steph on her day off with 6 hours of sleep. I didn't have any water when I woke up. I live rural, and sometimes the well is doing a backflow session, so I don't always have water. So you got Steph with her hair up, her Futurama shirt about not wanting to live on the planet, and I'm wearing sweats because it's laundry day. That's the perks of living rurally, is that I don't have any neighbors. The disadvantage is sometimes the well freaks out. Some days you don't have any power either. But I'm coming to show you I've got my table, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this real quick and set it down so I can sit behind the table and talk to you for a minute. So give me just a sec to figure this crap out. So being the technical genius that I am, I did not figure that crap out, and so this is a second take. Here I sit on my table. I got it the day I posted the last vlog, but I set it up and didn't film it just because I was getting ready to go to work. As those of you are probably aware, I work in the transportation industry as a truck driver in a specialized capacity, and I work nights. So I didn't have any time to film anything because it was about 6:30 and I was getting ready to go to work. But I set it up, it's all good, it doesn't have any damage. And sitting over here right off screen is a bunch of my stuff that I'm going to put on it. The tablecloth, the table runner, the few things I have for a display. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is set it all up. I'm going to move the camera back and then you can see me set it up. And then from there, we'll sit down and talk about what I think my display needs and all of that. And that'll do it for today. Like I said, today's Tuesday. Or if I didn't, today's Tuesday. And then I'm going to set up tomorrow when there's better light, because it's about 5:30 right now and the light's starting to go. I'm going to set up tomorrow with some of the merch I have, some of my glasswares and stuff, and see what I think and what I need, where things are going to go, start playing with where I want to put stuff. So if you give me just a sec, I will move my polar seltzer can and start setting up. I also have to move the camera back because you're not going to see anything but my butt as I walk by with this. Okay, we're in place and my tripod wiggles. I really need a better tripod. This is definitely going to need a wash on delicate and a dry because it's wrinkly as hell. And this is just a little like chiffon table runner that I picked up. It is, sorry, polyester, very exciting. But it's a cute little table runner that I like to put down the center. Also on this side, over here, there's some brown spotting on the tablecloth. So it's probably just as well I got a table runner to block it. So, there we go. Yeah, this needs an ironing and a wash too. Well, polyester, if I iron it, it'll melt. But for now, we're just ballparking things. There we go. That looks nice. I do like it. I think the white is a nice stripe. And then I have these. My cousin got them. I don't know where. They're little black wire baskets. She painted the wood. The wood was natural. So I was thinking, usually we put them out like this. So I think I'm going to put them like this on the edges to give us some height. And then these guys, which might go up here. See, now I'm looking at it and I don't know. I know that you generally want to group things in odd numbers. So either I need one more of these stands to make 5 or I use 3. Oh man, I am way off. And you can see all my mess from Amazon. So let's turn it a bit more. I'm going to bring you in a little closer so you can kind of see the whole thing a little better. There's that, and then up. Because yeah, that shows the whole thing. It shows all my gardening back there. Don't mind it. And I've hidden the Buddhas behind the table. But yeah, I'm going to drag the chair around and kind of point at things as I talk. So I don't really know what to think. And I could welcome your thoughts on this. Because I have a lot of open space in the middle and I don't like that. Originally my plan was to get one of those 72-inch shepherd's hooks. Only one that had two on a pole. Stick it in the middle in a bucket of gravel. And then what I was going to do is hang a bird bath on either side, is like to have 6-foot height. And then for me, because I always feel so low sitting looking up at people when I talk, I was going to get a director's chair. That way I'd be sitting up with my head up here, eye level with folks talking and being able to look over my displays. Because my cousin and I had the problem of being stuck behind the displays at both shows we've done last year. So I don't know, it seems kind of bare in the back and I don't like that. So maybe what I could do is get a riser for the back. I could go for some input. So if you're watching this and you see this, give me some input. Because I don't know. I do like where the little garden stake spots kind of are. Maybe I'll move these in a bit. On the idea that that way the garden stakes aren't blocking them off. My cousin and I usually flip them around. I'll leave them with the wire out and then use the interior for holding stuff. But we don't have anything that hangs this time. If she had her keychains, we'd have a white board up here that we open and then she hangs the keychains from it. But like I said, I don't think she's going to have any this time. We have a ton of sun catchers, so I would love to have a second layer with sun catchers. But I also have all my dishes and I'd like to get some height for that. So maybe what I need is something to raise them up. I mean, if nothing else, maybe a... Excuse me, polar saucer making me burp. Maybe a cupcake tier? Something to raise it up and put them up. And then put 2 on... I could put it in the center and put 2 on each side. And then we've got those 2 for the additional hanging pieces. I mean, I don't know. It feels like it's lacking something. It looks better than before. I mean, before we haven't even had tables like this, this big. I mean, I've had 4-foot tables before. So having a full 6 feet feels kind of luxurious. But we can absolutely fill it. I know I also want to do a little clearance bin with stuff that I don't like that I'd like to get rid of. And I don't know where I'm going to put that. I mean, what I might end up doing is... and then put the clearance bin over here where I'm sitting. I don't even know if I'm on camera. But put the clearance bin on this end. And then people would have garden stakes, whatever's over there, and then the clearance bin on this end. I'll need to get a cute little container for it. I mean, that is an option. But yeah, tell me what you think. Because I'm still going to have a week between this and the next vlog going up, which will be right before Mother's Day. So I'll have plenty of time to implement suggestions and actually in real time show you what I'm going to do. But for now, I'm going to end this part, and I will come back tomorrow when I start hanging things, because I don't have any of my sun catchers hung. So, as you see, the next shot of me is not me showing new stuff that I may have ordered on the table, but is me in my garage at 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, my studio at 5 in the morning. I'm cleaning sun catchers. I ended up ordering a few things, but they're not here. And so there wasn't anything to film, and then it started raining, and so there wasn't anything to film. And so I'm waiting for them to get here. They'll be here next week. So next week we'll be reworking the table and trying to figure out what I want to do. But I can tell you what I did order, and we can talk about that. I ordered, thanks to my mom finding it, a set of, as these rattle, a tree. It's about 36 inches tall, and it's got these curls for hanging ornaments or sun catchers. And I have all these sun catchers I've made. My cousin's got some, and she's been telling me she's going to try and make some more. My mother's making some. And some of them I have are kind of simple. This one's kind of ugly. Like, this peace sign's kind of cute. It needs right off. So I've got a bunch of sun catchers that I can hang and sell. And I'm going to put that on my table. It's 36 inches tall. And then on top of that, well, not on top of the sun tree, that would be exciting. Next to it, I've got some acrylic shelving little stands that are like, one's like 9 inches tall, one's like 4, and one's like 1.5 inches, but they're 12 inches wide and 4 inches, or 12 inches long and 4 inches wide. So I can stagger my dishes on those. And then I ordered a little basket to put my clearance stuff in, because as much as I love this stuff, it's got a white film on the back that I can't get rid of, so it's going to go into the clearance bin. So I'm going to do all of that, and I think that will work for a layout, along with the bins for the garden stakes. What I'm working on right now is simply drying off all the sun catchers that I drilled tonight. I did like 30 because I did all my Kickstarter ones as well. And then I have all the stuff here for chains that I'm going to measure out all the chains and chain them all and get them ready to go. And so next week you'll get to see them hanging out on the actual thing. I'll be putting some of my stuff out. It's the beginning of my work week, so I won't have a whole lot being made this week. You can hear the kilns clicking. That one's got one of the ring molds that... It's got the ring mold that I did the video on from ceramic, custom ceramic. I forget the names. Glass and Stone pottery. You'll hear another one clicking because I'm actually working on ceramic. Yeah, I know, wow. Ceramic bases for mushrooms, because I was using PVC stems and I don't really like that. So I have access to a low-fire kiln, Kono 406. And I can use it, and so that's where I volunteer. So what I've been doing is making mushroom stems. Well, I made some stems, but I have some in there that have gills. Upside down, they look like pointy wizard hats. Or other objects if you have a dirty mind, but we're not going there. So the pointy wizard hat mushroom gills are really cute. And I've got them in the kiln. I'm essentially doing what they call candling. And candling is where you take them up to about 300 degrees and just let them sit for about 6 hours with the kiln cracked, broke a nail, with the kiln cracked, so they can get the moisture out of them. And it just speeds up the drying process. They're going to probably have to dry for another week or two. It's Oregon. It's damp. It's April. And it was raining. It's going to take forever, but if I can run them in the kiln for 24 hours and knock off the drying process by a week or two, then I'm absolutely going to give it a go. If all goes well, I'm eventually going to get a pottery kiln. But we'll see. And my big kiln is not currently running. It's cooling. I have some hearts for my Kickstarter in it. I'm trying to make progress on the Kickstarter and do all the things. And as of today, I've got 2 weeks until the show, so we'll see how it goes. But that is my update. I have a variety of sun catchers. These are cute. They're hearts with a water jet hearts with a water jet paw, or I have one with a bone, one with a Celtic heart, a cat, pardon me, and then this one with a cross. And they're kind of fun. I sell them with my Kickstarter, but I have them in a slightly different style this year. The heart's a little different because I had them water jet cut for me. But I think they're kind of fun. So I've got a variety of sun catchers. Like I said, my mom's doing some. She does some really beautiful trees and ocean and desert scenes. My cousin's doing some, and like I showed you, she does really intricate stuff. So that we'll be able to outfit the tree pretty well. And then there'll be salt boxes and jars, and everything should be pretty good. So I'm sorry this vlog's kind of short and it doesn't have a whole lot going for it, but we'll get into more of the stuff next week. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, may the kiln gods bless your fusing.